front, and I've always supported her from the rear. And unlike a lot of
It's a marriage conference, right?
That reminds me of that piece of shirt.
Yeah.
I will learn that. So I mean, it's just unlike we're unlike most of the couples that were up here today. We are not the typical, role, man, woman. I am the person at home. I'm the one that's cooking. I'm the one that's cleaning. I'm the one that's doing her laundry. I'm the one that's supporting her, taking care of the kids. We don't have kids like that. We have 5 adults and 3 grandbabies. And I'm okay with that. I have 0 issues with that. I don't need to be up here. I don't want to be up here. I don't need the spotlight because she is my spotlight. She is the person. She's got to drive up to all this. So I have no reason to be out there because she's amazing. And I want to continue to lift her up because I feel like that's what I was brought here to do. That's what God put me on the earth to do, is to support her, nurture her, help her grow. Is it peaches and cream? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I could have taken that joke another place too. Actually quite funny. I mean, no, I actually was gonna say, babe, we actually have shared the stage. It's just been a different type of stage. It's been an intimate stage. If you actually spend time with Tony and I, he is the star of the show. When you come into our home or you spend time with us, he is honestly the one that shines the most. He's a very one-to-one intimate person of deeper conversations. He's not a person that performs. He's who you see is who you get. And that's, I think, what Tony does really well. I'm at EXP. It's obviously something that is not a secret. We've been able to build something really beautiful with many of you guys as our partners. But my biggest weapon and strategy in business is Tony Figueroa. If you spend a couple days with us, you are going to experience, I would say, a very deep, I would say powerful, impactful, life experience when you spend time with him. He cooks for you. He will spend time with you. He will ask you questions that matter. And I think that's the stage we've been sharing that I didn't give you enough credit. So we have been sharing the stage, just a different kind of stage.
I love that you both touched on that because that was my next question. So how were you both able to get to align and be able to work together and bring first of all, you guys work really well together because I know both of you guys, your strong suits and your weaknesses, let's be honest with you, we know that. But how would you guys both were able to align, come to an alignment and be able to bring this to basically to what it is right now and build what you guys have built together right now?
Have you ever tried climbing a ladder at the same time as your spouse? It's nearly impossible, right? You have to have somebody to hold the ladder to support the other one to get to the top, right? I decided to take that job. Like I said, I have no qualms about that at all. Why we decided, or how we decided that, I guess we just, I don't know.
I think Bambi, I'm just gonna call them Bambi. They're my favorite. They're so cute. I kind of want to meet her Korean moms. I think her mom and my mom will get along great. But I think you get tired of being tired. I was tired and our industry is competitive enough, and I got tired of competing at home. I got tired of fighting at home when this is the partner that I believe God set me as my soulmate. And I think I had to face my truth, and that I was I think holding us hostage in a lot of things because role reversal is not easy. And as a woman, like Lorena talked about, right? She actually recommended that book many times to me. I started reading, it's a good book, but I gotta go back and read it. But having people like Lorena or Rebecca, right, that will give you real life advice because this trend of being this alpha female, that you're, you know, this boss babe and whatever. And at home, you just want to be loved and nurtured. You want to be cared for. You don't want to, who cares about all the accolades and success if when you go home, you know, you can't stand your spouse, or you aren't, you know, you don't feel safe at home. And I recognize how much I was contributing to that by, you know, not knowing how to turn it off, not knowing how to stop being boss from work and bringing it home. And, you know, I think one of the most biggest moments from my life that I've seen her change is when I asked you to lead me. I said, I need you to lead me. And it really wasn't in business, it was in the other areas of my life that I just said, I can't hold it together anymore. Like, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I can't put on this armor out there and on top of that, come home and also have this armor. So I had to forgive myself, I had to forgive him, I had to just stop trying to like compare myself to what society would say a marriage is supposed to look like, and just honor the marriage God gave me, and just like put my freaking armor down. So I think that's where it really started to align, where I was like, you know what, if you want to golf all day, go golf all day. I'm happy if you're happy. If you want to run 150 miles and that shit makes you happy, rock on. I was like, let me do what I do. And really for me it changed. That was what changed for me. I know you have your own things that changed for you.
I mean, honestly, like, once again, I am a nurturer at heart. That's my love language. I nurture, I cook. She hasn't cooked in 20 years. Maybe a couple times. And I'm
I
okay
do it
with-
once a year, lasagna.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I'm okay with her not cooking.
So were my kids. They were like, I'm gonna cook today. They'd be like, please don't.
So yeah, and you know, we're still working at this. This is never going to be an end to the madness of marriage. I mean, it's a business. Like someone said earlier, marriage is a business. You're always going to have to continue to grow in that business of marriage, or else it's going to go out of business. And you know, we went out of business a couple times. And I know someone gave the stats of marriages first, second, and third. This is my third, but it's my last, and I don't care what the stats say, it's gonna stay. So,
That's, you know, one of the reasons that we held this conference right now, and we decided to move on to this is, Tony's right. You know, marriage is a business, and you have to work at it and build this and work through things and work through obstacles every single day to get where you want to go. Sometimes we have to realize that, I think it was Lorena, someone said, I can't remember who said it, they said, you can't move forward with your business if everything else in your life is just in shambles right now. You have to focus on what's important in your life. And that's God first, your family, your wife, and your family, and then business. Because a business is always going to be there. But if all those other three are not aligned, then you're just going to have a whole entire earthquake just fall upon you. And I've seen it. We all go through it. Marriage is not easy, but everything is possible. And that's one of the things that we truly believe in, that in the alignment, it has to be firm. It has to. If you don't have a strong foundation, you're never going to have anything strong within your marriage, within your business. That foundation has to be settled. Has to be as strong as it is, that when you walk upon it, it's never going to crack on you. So, Rebecca.
I guess what I wanted to add is, like, I look at it also like a dance, right? And Josh and I have two left feet, by the way.
Yeah, we're there.
And not only can we not dance, I get angry dancing with him. And it's really my fault because I'm trying to lead and I need to let him.
She's a stacker.
I'm a stacker. What else am I?
Lorena, you got to take P31.
But I think, like anything else, we do have to put in the work, and I think that's what we've heard today, is that we have to put in the work. This is a choice, right? You choose to love. I mean, our heart falls in love in the beginning, but then we have to work at it every day to stay in love and to keep it exciting, right? So that we don't fall into the number 3 category as Bethany mentioned.
I do want to mention one thing about like what changed also. Another thing was we had to audit our circle. You and I had to make some decisions of like, who are we surrounded by? Like, do they inspire us? Are they living the life that we would like our life to reflect? And we had to walk away from a lot of relationships. We had to walk away from a past version of ourselves that I don't think I ever, until that moment, I don't think I ever stood by you and said like, this doesn't align with our marriage. I had friendships that really weren't aligned with who we were, vice versa. And that was another big step in our lives. And then we just started, obviously our 5-year plan is probably a lot more disorganized than most because he's married to me. But like, I'm a big picture thinker. And there's times where he needed certainty and I couldn't give him certainty, but I was like, you just gotta trust me, we're going over here, like, because you and I, when we first got together, we had big dreams. We knew we wanted a big life. But what we didn't realize was that every phase of that growth was gonna require a different version of us. And it meant oftentimes even walking away from family, even walking away from businesses that no longer served you. So for us, this life that we're living, which I'm in love with our life, I love our life. I love the life that we're building, I love where it's going. I love the community that we have around us. And we just have given ourselves permission to dream big, but that dream now has to include both of us. Where before it used to be like an individual, like, this is me, this is my thing, and this is your thing. I think like, even like just, I started a women's group and he's like, me too. He's the guy there cooking for all these 40 different women and he was like, yo, these women eat. And I'm like, he's like, babe, I cooked like 2 empanadas for each of them and they're all having 4. And I was like, yo, put the empanadas down, ladies. And he made them handy, but he's the biggest supporter of everything that I dream of. And it doesn't matter if I say it's in Peru, DR, Dubai. He's like, sign me up, let's go. And I just feel like God has positioned us to just be risk takers and big action takers. But every phase has required us to level up, so.
Oh, that's awesome.
See how good this is? I just wanted to say one more thing too. As far as like the organization of your business and with Bambi and everything, you do have to have your goals and you do have to have a direction that you're going to run together. Whether you're both on stage or not, it doesn't matter. You have to run together in a certain direction that both of you know. You can't be vague about that because, like I always say, vague is not a direction, right? You have to know with certainty that you're both going to go through that door, right? And for a long time we didn't. For a long time we were fighting to fit through that big door because our egos were too big. And I think we've grown. We've learned from that.
So, thank you so much, Tony Veronica. We really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And,
Love you.
What's the name of it? Give it
Of our event here, and before we begin to leave, I want to let you know we have the VIP. No, what is it? The rooftop experience.
yes, we have
that has been moved.
the rooftop